Hi there, happy Friday. So this has been a really busy week for me, but it's been a great week, and I started on Monday with a trip to New York City. It was very cool, so I thought I wanted to share. There was kind of the source of inspiration for this nugget. I was invited to participate in the E.B. Cohen Speaker Series, and the theme was the new normal within the hospitality industry. And I met some amazing people, and we had some rich discussions around the science of the brain as it relates to employee engagement, company culture, and workforce sustainability. But the common thread kind of woven through the evening was this concept of personal happiness and how that impacts professional engagement. Regardless of where you work or what you do, personal happiness really is at the core of professional engagement. If you're an organizational leader who thinks it's not your job to worry about your employees' happiness, I'd urge you to think again. And if you tend to attach your own happiness to external factors, other people or things, then I'd like you to consider a different perspective. When your happiness is only tied to external things, your job, your boss, your colleagues, getting that new car, or a fantastic vacation in Paris, whatever it is, it's like chasing the mechanical rabbit at the track. You never actually catch it. And that kind of happiness isn't sustainable because those wants are always changing, and you really can't control the thoughts or actions of other people. Perhaps the best way to experience pure and sustainable happiness and personal satisfaction is by first recognizing those sources of happiness that aren't tied to anyone but yourself and pursuing them with a sense of intention. And one way you can do that is to learn something new just for the sake of learning something new. It doesn't have to be complicated or life-changing. It could be something as simple as learning a new language, or learning how to do the tree pose in yoga, or expanding your vocabulary with a new word every single day. See, the brain is malleable and capable of growing and getting stronger, just like any other muscle in the body. And learning something new, not because you have to, but because you can, is really good for the brain. When you experience the satisfaction of personal growth, your brain releases serotonin, which does two things. It actually stimulates activity in the prefrontal cortex, which is right here, and that's the boss of your thinking brain, but it also gives you an overall sense of well-being. Another way is to find the intersection of your purpose, your passion, your profession, and your potential. What is that meaningful pursuit that brings you deep joy, something you're really good at, something the world needs more of, something that just makes you feel awesome when you do it? Where these constructs intersect is where you'll find deep happiness. The Japanese call it ikigai, and it literally means a reason for being. Take some time and get intentional about your ikigai. Examine what you love, what you're great at, what you're paid to do each day, and what the world needs. Reflect upon these elements until you can find that sweet spot right in the center. And lastly, gratitude. There's an old saying, if you've forgotten the language of gratitude, you'll never be on speaking terms with happiness. If you've followed me at all, then you already know the impact that gratitude can have on our happiness and overall well-being. If you can't just stop, reflect, and appreciate those little things, it's going to be difficult to find any amount of happiness in the big things. So I'm going to leave you with this thought. You cannot decide your future. You can only decide what to do today. What you do today will decide your future. So today, I challenge you to find that internal source of happiness that will let you do what you love and love what you do. So be happy. If you want to learn more about what happens in the grateful brain and how to make your brain and yourself happier, check out my book, Happy Hour with Einstein. It's 1 part neuroscience, 1 part gratitude journal, and a splash of inspiration. And remember, life is always better when you share the good stuff.